Hi everybody, my name is Ali Jafri with newcondostoronto.ca. I have the pleasure today of being with Alan Law of Graywood Developments. Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for coming, Ali.
Absolutely. So this development, Centricity, it's not just an incredible location. It's not just priced very well, but it's also the right time for the right product. So tell us why investors and buyers should look at this.
It makes a lot of sense right now. I mean, our location, as you mentioned, we don't need to go into more detail, but we're in the center of downtown Toronto. This is a prime AAA location, and sites like these don't come along often, and once they do and they're gone, there's no more. You know the scarcity of land, especially in the downtown core. And we're talking about, if we're looking at where we are, our proximity to everything, right? We're a few minutes away from the best healthcare, the best education, and the best jobs. Everything you need is a short bike or walk away from our location here.
Absolutely. The other great thing that we found that our investors were looking for, they were looking for a delayed closing date.
Yes.
And this offers that, right?
Yeah, we're looking at, occupancy in 2027. That's at least 4 years away, right? There's a lot of talk about the interest rates, what's happening right now, but that's not even a concern. By the time you have to close on this property, you're in a completely different interest rate environment.
Absolutely. And here you're talking about Graywood, the same developer that made the Ritz-Carlton. So very quality developer, great location, and very well-priced product.
Absolutely, we price it, we always take a measure twice and cut once approach to all of our projects. We calculate everything very clearly, and we always do what we say we're going to do, and that's our reputation. We've been in the business for nearly 40 years.
Absolutely. One of the things I love about the experience that you bring to Centricity are the floor plans. These floor plans are some of the best I've ever seen. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we've designed the most efficient floor plans that you're ever going to see. You can see our tower. It's a typical rectangle all the way up. So we have no wasted space. There's no curves. There's no angles. You're not going to have weird columns running up your living space. We've maximized every single square foot. Also, a great thing too is we have full balconies on the north and the south side of the building, and on the east and the west, we're going to have Juliet balconies. So lots of natural light. And when we're talking about natural light, most of our floor plans, actually, if you look up our typical tower, we don't have any interior bedrooms. That means every single bedroom has a window.
Absolutely. So one of the questions we often get from investors and buyers today is the interest rate. We know that interest rates historically right now are still super low. It's not like they used to be back in the 80s. They're not double digits.
That's right.
But people are freaked out because of what they see on the news. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. We touched on this a little earlier. It's, when you're buying pre-construction, you're not buying into the current interest rate environment, right? We're talking about you're not taking possession of this for another 4 years. It's going to be completely different. But another thing we need to talk about is we shouldn't be, feeding into this narrative that interest rates are high, they're crazy, they're out of control. Like you said, this isn't the 80s. This isn't double-digit, interest rates. We've seen lately, HSBC, I looked at their rates, 5-year fixed is under 4.5%, and that's not high by any means, right? We're not going to see the days of 2%. Those days are gone. Those aren't coming back. But we're not in an extremely high environment right now, and we're also seeing that, well-versed, experienced, savvy investors are still buying as part of their overall investment strategy. We're seeing that here every day because we're in a prime AAA downtown location, and that's exactly where you want to be in any environment.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Alan, for having us today.
Well, thank you very much, Ali, for coming.
Folks, if you want first access to the best pricing and best floor plans, reach out to myself, Ali Jafri, at newcondostoronto.ca. Thank you for watching.